Hi, everyone. It's me, Madam Pamita, and we have another fabulous question from the Live Magic Q&A Tea Party that I hold every Sunday. I'd love to see you there. Come join me live over Zoom and ask your questions about witchcraft, magic, spirituality, and I'll answer them. You can do that simply by going to spellsquad.com, signing up, and you'll get a link to join. And not only that, you'll get a coupon for the Parlor of Wonders. Win-win. So why don't you head over to spellsquad.com, and now we're going to see a clip from one of our live magic Q&A tea parties. Okay, Carrie has a question. I'm wondering about the use of sigils. Do you mind sharing your thoughts about and practices with them? And if you use them, do you have a preferred method for creating your own sigils? Great question, Carrie. I have taught classes on sigil magic, and there are lots of different systems for making sigils. There are sigils that are done with magic squares. There are sigils that are done with letters of the alphabet and removing certain letters and then bringing those letters together to create a sigil. And there are also visual sigils. There's a book by Laura Tempest Zakroff, and she has a great book called Sigil Witchery that's about visual sigils. So they can be made with symbols, they can be made with letters, or they can be made with a magic square. Sigils are just another way of, I would say, coding in magic. It's like a personal symbol that you are creating. Oftentimes you can take a sigil that someone else has made and used it, but I think sigils work their very best when it's something that you've created. So whatever system you use to make sigils, whichever one you're attracted to, they're all wonderful, systems. And so you just sort of find the system that works for you and then work with that one. I like making ones with letters. I'm not so much the magic square person, just because it seems very mathy. I'm not really attracted to math so much. So it's not that it isn't valuable or it isn't good or it doesn't work, but it's not my jam. I like making ones with letters, and I also like making visual symbols. So either if you want to dive more deeply into it, you can get Laura Tempest Zakroff's book. We sell it in the shop, but you can also buy it all the usual places. That's a great book for doing symbolic ones. And then doing the letter ones, there's plenty of tutorials online that teach you how to do that. You basically take the letters, take out the vowels and the repeating consonants, and then you put them together to make a shape or symbol. One of the beautiful things about symbols and sigils, if you get into it, there's a sort of a system with chaos magic. I'm not a chaos magician, but in chaos magic, the idea is that you create a symbol, you create it for something, and then you forget what that symbol really is saying or what it means, and then it's supposed to do its work. I think that whether you remember what it's for or don't remember what it's for, it's still going to do its work. I don't think that forgetting it is a necessity, but I don't think that forgetting what the sigil is for is going to hurt anything either. So I hope that answers your question. I usually use, like I said, the letter ones occasionally, the visual symbols more often.